I forgot to change my screen. My bad.
I don't know where you found that music. I just seen it. It just kept saying 40 seconds, and going down or something.
Man, I forgot.
What do you mean change your screen?
That's not supposed to be the rabbit hole.
Oh, well, change it. You can change it there, can't you?
Shoot, that's funny.
Yeah,
I forgot to change all that.
How did you find that music that actually sings that?
I don't know where I found it on YouTube Music. I think.
Oh, okay. Good morning, dumb old fool. And I hate saying that, Jamin. Yeah, I don't know if. Yeah, because we're not on the rabbit hole, guys. We're just.
Yeah, we're not on the rabbit hole. That was a mistake. I didn't change my studio around.
Are we on the rabbit hole channel or are we on the Rider channel?
No. You could change stuff in your studios. So yeah. I didn't change it. So we're on Retired Rider.
He says I got to run to daycare. Dude, you're in it. We're the babysitters. You know, the side chat is the daycare. Haven't you figured that out quick? Most people side chat is a daycare with grown men. We have to give them their pacifiers. You know. I'm sorry, I shouldn't start off with controversial stuff.
Yeah, why not?
Stepping in stuff this morning. No. Good morning, man. I hope you're feeling better, John.
Man.
I know you kind of feel like you've been hit by a train last few days, so.
Yeah.
Well, that's how I feel when I get sick. I always feel like I got run over. That's it, ain't it?
Yeah. Sorry about that.
I didn't know. I didn't know which channel I went into. You just, you sent me the link and I popped in and I was like, okay. I don't ever look to see what we're on if we're.
Well, normally I have it all changed, but.
I mean, I don't know if we're on the rabbit hole or if we're on Retired Rider.
We're on Retired Rider.
Okay.
And I did change the studio out for the Retired Rider stuff. So, yeah. Okay. It happens.
Oh, so it ain't separate though? You're using StreamYard for both things. You're using StreamYard.
You can set your no matter what you do, your studio you got to reset it up every time you use it. So I got to set the studio up for Retired Rider if I'm going on that, or I have to set it up for Rabbit Hole if I'm going on that. Okay. But you use the same streaming service to do either one. Yeah. But I just had I had us in the Rabbit Hole studio.
It's still snowing here. So overnight, guys, it started snowing last night about 9 o'clock, I guess, 10 o'clock. Then, like I was saying earlier, we got 3.5 inches right now, maybe close to 4. I know we got 5 and about almost 6 inches in like the drift areas, and on the porch, on my back deck, it looks closer to 5 and 6 inches. But I know the front yard maybe because we may have more than 3.5. My yard, because I have a lot of trees, so that may be why I don't have 5 inches of snow on my front yard. I think I got about 3 because I have trees. I have big trees that cover, that's in my front yard, and it kind of, stops, quite a bit of it. But yeah, so we woke up this morning and everything's white. And my wife, she has to drive to work, and it's about a 30-minute drive, maybe something like that, and through the woods, a couple mountains. No, it's not a easy drive. Let's just say that. But she texts me, it's like, "Hey, I made it. There was a couple of cars in the ditch, Hey, what's up, Lone Cowboy?" So. The roads is not the best. Lone Cowboy put a video out this morning. I went and watched. I think he said it was a semi had, at the end of the video, if you're watching it, semi had hit another semi, and he thought it was dog food, I think, at first, but it was something like, what'd you say, crab apple or something for horses? Apple horse or something, blocks or something. It was, interstates out there where he's at. He's, it's snowed, and I think most of this country is just, I mean, what is this, like our third or fourth
something like that. Storm
winter?
that's come through.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not been a good winter.
It showed some ice and stuff in Texas. It's cold. Like, it's like the trees and everything's just hanging with ice. Apple waffle horse trees. Yeah, okay. And it was just like, I mean, seeing an ice storm is, you know, that's worse than anything. I'd rather see snow.
So. No. Yeah, I don't want no ice. No,
yeah,
I don't want none of it. I don't
either.
Oh, any of it.
Like, this is not normal weather, though. This year's been a completely different, you know, these cold
Well,
snaps.
actually, it's normal when we were kids.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, the last a couple, you know, years or whatever it's been, it's not normal. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's been off. I think the last 10 years or so. It's been one year we won't get nothing, then next year we'll get something, and then. But like these cold snaps is what I'm meaning, like going south and stuff. It's
oh yeah.
If the cold snaps would stop, I'd be okay. You know, I don't like the 8 degrees. You know, there's no reason to have below freezing.
I don't believe in global warming.
No, I don't either, man. That's a hoax.
I believe in normal. I believe in weather patterns shifting through the. You know, it happens. But as far as man-made global warming or anything like that, no, I don't believe in that.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
Some people do.
Yeah, and that's okay. I mean, you know, the way a lot of people tell it, you know, we're all going to just burn up, and you know, if we walk outside, or you know, and then like, you know, if you really look at it all the way back to the 70s,
I know you was, man.
Acid rain, you know, is going to kill us, and then you know Y2K in 10 years is going to, you know, and then it was something else, you know, and it's going to kill us in 10 years, and none of it ever happened. What they put out, so
he was being sarcastic.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though: how much are they pushing out anybody? On these airplanes and stuff, but then they're talking about us, you know, oh, we're leaving a bad footprint, or we're doing this, a carbon footprint, you know, and this and that. And like, man, how many trips did you take in your private jet this week? You know, I mean,
exactly.
I know preachers with these big churches own 3 private jets. They own, you know what I mean? What do you need 3? What do you need 1 for? I mean, why do you have that kind of money to start with? And not only that, you're going to preach to me because I drive a car, but you're out here flying across the world, you know, putting more pollution in the air than anybody. I don't know. I think, you know,
it's designed to make you feel guilty is what Sick Bastard says. So
it is. I mean, you know, there's 2 types of people in this world.
Give us money because there's global warming. Give me money.
Yeah, the elite and the poor. And I'm in the poor class. Most of us is 2nd-tier citizens. You know, we're not. The only people that matters in their little groups, they think. And that's their thinking. They think, you know, and I ain't talking about like government people, not just them. I'm talking about rich people, period. Just people that think they're, you know, that have money and have stuff. They think that they're, you know.
Hey, I'm rich. I woke up today.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm rich with family and life, and you know, don't need a bank account to be rich. You don't have to have money to be rich.
You don't have to have money to be rich.
And you know what, Sick? He says, let's recycle. Here's the thing, man. I know someone that works at a recycling place, and they said we don't recycle enough to make a difference. Everything we recycle still ends up in the landfill. Everything. Still goes to the dump. Yeah. Still goes to the dump. Still goes to the same trash place because there's not enough to actually do anything with.
Right.
So it's like, why do you have 5 trash cans? Well, 1 with cans and 1 with boxes and 1, you know what I mean? Why separate all that stuff when it's all going to end up to the, now I don't do the, like, you know, I'll put the boxes in one pile because I don't like to try to put boxes in a trash bag. So I'll break them down and I'll, you know, put them in a box or something. And that's how I take them to the dump. Now, whatever they want to do with them, that's that's their business, you know.
Come on, come on.
But you know, I'm not trying to separate every little, you know, now like
you're going to get him set on a roll if you say something. Say,
yeah,
he's going to roll with it.
Well, like when I cook my food, like banana peels, eggshells, all that stuff, I use that as
Cowboy's trying to get up here. I'm going to try to get Cowboy.
I use that as, you know.
All right, let's see if I can get him up.
I use that as.
Are you there?
Yeah.
Fertilizer. I let it sit in buckets until it fertilizes and mushes. What's up, buddy?
Can you hear me all right?
I can hear you. You sound like you're just about 5 feet away.
Okay, good. I had to change the settings on the microphone, so I just wanted to jump on with you guys here for a second.
Yeah.
Roads are a lot better today. You know, we're rolling out.
Yeah, you're in a single cab, ain't you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I don't have a bed behind me.
Yeah, you're just on that one way there and one way back trip, ain't you? You do that.
Yeah.
That.
Yes, sir.
Everything in one day. That's a drive though, ain't it?
600 miles.
Yeah.
600.
600 miles.
Every day. Sometimes 6 days a week. Sometimes just 5. Just depends on if I want to work that extra day for the extra money. We did get a 4% raise coming in April, I guess. So it put us about 82 cents a mile. That's not bad.
I don't know if that's good or bad because I don't know. I mean, I don't do that kind of stuff. So it sounds good, you know. I mean,
I did hear a friend of mine in Oklahoma, Ray, you know him, Mark with 2 old people on a couch.
Yeah.
He told me that Trump was talking about getting rid of the emissions on these trucks. All the DPF bullshit, you know, the sensors and the fluid you got to put in for the exhaust, burning out the carbon footprint and all that stuff. You guys were talking about that. So you guys might research that. I think it's a CARE Act or CAGE Act or something. I can't remember what it was called it started back in 08, I think it was, because my truck's in 09. My pickup truck's in 09. It didn't have the diesel exhaust fluid, but it had the DPF filter, which I totally deleted all that stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So you might research that a little bit, see what you guys can come up with. That's kind of interesting because that affects motorcycles, cars, pickup trucks, all that stuff, you know.
Well, most states do that. You have to have that, you know, emissions test and all that, don't you? I mean, I know my state don't. We can put any kind of exhaust on a motorcycle or whatever, you know.
We used to have it here. But everybody was passing, so the state shut it down. So
California, you cannot go into California unless you have a new all the emission stuff on. They won't let the old trucks come in.
Well, you can't even buy a motorcycle out of the state and drive a new motorcycle and drive it back into it unless it's got at least 7,000 miles on it.
Really?
I mean, yeah. Oh, yeah. It doesn't make sense. Yeah. That's why TJ, it's got to at least have 7,000 miles on it before you can bring it back into the state if you buy it from out of state. Somebody was looking, Pro Monkey. That's why he's got that ST that belongs to Advent Black. Alan, his buddy, that owns that company. He was looking for an ST so they could build a performance bike. Well, he couldn't find one in California, the one he wanted. So the Florida dealership had one where Monkey goes. And so Monkey found it. Well, Alan called the dealership down there and then called Monkey and said, hey, it's bought and paid for. Go get it. So that's why Monkey is putting parts on it and doing things and trying to put 7,000 miles on it because it has to have at least 7,000 miles on it before Alan can bring it back to California because he bought it out of state. I don't know. It's crazy, but I don't know. It's weird, but that's the truth, man. That's the truth. I promise you. Yeah. California's got some messed up. There's no way I'd be in that state. I mean, they probably wouldn't let me in anyways. But I'm serious. Like the guidelines you have to follow to be in that state is crazy. So,
yeah,
I didn't understand it either. It's
wow. I could go down there to Florida and get that bike for him. I could put 7,000 miles in a month.
That's what I told him. I said, man, shoot, I could put miles on it quick. But I get it. He's building other bikes. He's riding 5 different bikes. You know, it's hard just to stick with one bike when you're sitting there with,
Oh yeah.
5 bikes, chopper, all that, and you want to ride every one of them and have fun. So how come Matt Laidlaw says he'll get you what you want from anywhere? I don't know, Jamin. I don't know. I mean, unless because he's a dealer, I guess. I guess the dealer that Alan went to didn't want to order it and have it shipped to his place. So they bought it from the one in Florida, and TJ had to go get it. Maybe they didn't want to ship it, all the way to California because he said he couldn't find the one he wanted out there. So I don't know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's in California. But I'd say it's the dealer thing. It's probably something to do with the dealership. Because if the dealership has it sent in, that's different from local, say, me or you going and buying it from, you know what I mean? From a different dealer. Like the dealer probably has more access to be able to say, hey, I need this bike, I'm ordering it, and it's coming through a dealership. But if I go out and say, okay, I can't find the bike, so I'm gonna go over here to Nevada and buy it, come back in. You can't do it if you don't have at least 7,000. I don't know, some kind of law you can't go out and buy a new bike and bring it in. It doesn't make sense. That's like saying, hey, okay, you just bought your brand new car in Tennessee and you want to drive to California. You can't come in my state because your car don't have 7,000 miles on it. But it wasn't that. It was like owning it, though. Him owning it, buying it and being in his name. Like I said, there's something tricky about. I don't understand.
What's the 7,000 miles got to do with it?
I don't know. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I'll try to find out. I'll ask Monkey about it. But yeah, it's a messed up situation. Like, I don't get that.
It's retarded.
Yeah, because he can't.
Wrong word.
Like he finally last year Alan Advent Black came to Daytona and set up. He's more West Coast stuff and Sturgis and stuff and different things, and online. So finally, like he came to Daytona and like he could have, if it was allowed, he would have just got the bike from Monkey then and just hauled it back with him with his, in his trailer and all that stuff. But he couldn't because he didn't have the mileage and stuff. And so, yeah, it's weird, but
goofy shit.
My dash cam fell down off my windshield. So I had to get it back up there on the windshield.
I wonder what's going on.
Yeah.
All I know is I think it's stupid. You should be able to buy anything anywhere and bring it to where you live and put it in your name. Put it in your name. And
California's its own country, man.
Oh yeah, that's a complete different. Man, it's
like Canada. You go buy something up there, you got to have all the paperwork.
Oh, you're not allowed to go across the. Well, I mean, there's those guys that come down to Sturgis over your ride, and they're like, you can't even bring liquids or food or anything across the border, with them. They can't bring any of that, Can't even have a bottle of water with you. You can't do it, you can't have anything.
It's like that's our crazy. Trip coming up in August. We're talking about going up to Glacier, and then, I considered crossing Canada, but I always have my personal protection. Well, what am I going to do with that? Hide it in a tree or something, before I cross the border, or find a locker, and lock it up in a locker. Like, remember the old bus lockers and stuff,
Yeah. I just don't get it, man. I mean, I understand why they have certain laws and you can't, transport certain things, but when it gets down to the nitty gritty, like you can't carry cigarettes, you can't carry tobacco, you know what I mean? Anything like that across the Canadian border or anything like that. Like, really? So I got to leave my cigarettes here and cross the border and then go to a store and buy a $20 pack. If they even sell cigarettes, who knows if they do,
Hey, Ryder, I'm terrible with names. What, God dang it, my dash cam just fell again. What's your first name in case I see you again?
He may not want to give it out online there, Ken.
I know he said it before, and I can't remember. But I'll just call you Ryder. Or you can tell me later, Ray.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. If he wants to tell you, he can tell you. I don't know.
Some people call me dummy, or cowboy. God dang.
I try not to call people by their names because they go by a name on YouTube, or social media, whatever, and it's like, do they care? That's why I like Monkey. I call him by his name all the time, but now when I get online, it's like I have to catch myself to call him Monkey because and it's not that I know a lot of people know his name, but the thing is some people may not know who I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Like,
my real name's Flash all over my videos, so
Flash Gordon.
In my shop, I got a banner with my 1,000,000 miles on it. It says my name right there. If somebody really wants to find out who I really am, they can do it.
Dude, they can find that, man. That's what kills me.
I don't care. Tell your name. What's the hell?
I mean, well, they act like people can't look it up anyways. If you even get Facebook or Instagram or whatever platform you're on, your names or email, something's going to be in there. People can get a hold of you. People can find out more than you think.
Oh yeah.
So,
well, if they know your name, they can look up what you own, where you own it, and everything else.
Yeah.
Public information.
Yeah, that's why they're throwing a fit over that, Elon and them going through the stuff and having that. And I'm like, dude, first of all, he owned PayPal. He had everybody's information anyways, but you're throwing a fit over that, but you'll give the IRS your all your information. You'll give your passport information every time you get on a plane. You'll give, you know what I mean? You give your doctor. You're giving the government. Those people already have all your information anyways.
They know everything about you.
Yes. They just want something to pout about because it's not them doing it and not them getting credit for it because they can't do it. And that's what someone else said. You don't see any of the Republicans up there crying and pouting. Oh, they're getting rid of all this stuff. They're doing all this stuff. And I'm like, yeah, because look, I don't know. I ain't even just trying to get into that and I don't want to. I'm just saying, even in real life out here, if something comes up, you steal my wallet and you start helping me look for it, you're the guilty party. You know what I mean? First people that start pouting and saying shit and stuff usually is the guilty party to something, if they're doing wrong. So most people will tell you and not tell you, you know what I mean? You'll know. So like
2-4 says here in Canada, we cannot buy a new Harley from another province.
See?
Only used.
Told you there's something about that. And it's California is something's weird like that too in California, I swear. And if you only can buy it new, you have to buy it new in California, I think. There's something that's tricky like that. And that's why he couldn't do it. So that's why he told, Monkey said, here, I've already paid for it and bought it. You just got to go pick it up. So he went to the dealership and they said, yeah, paperwork's already done. You just sign this right here, sign it. And he signed it and wrote it home. And which it ain't his, but it is for now because he's right, but Alan's like because they wanted to create performance parts and bags and stuff like that and different things. So he needed a model to go off of, and that's what he was doing, So as they create these certain parts and stuff, he's going to mail them to Monkey, and Monkey's going to put them on that bike as he's doing, here and there. And then now they're going to have their I forget what they call it, their kit or whatever, their big kit that goes on the bags, the fenders, all that. You can buy that whole big kit. It's a performance kit or something, I think, with a certain paint jobs and stuff like that, which, good idea if you can afford that. I think it's around, $5,000-$6,000 for a set, maybe $4,000. I don't know. That's a lot of money just to change the body and your fenders and color.
Yeah.
It's cool, but man, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Most people say, shit, $6,000, I could go buy a whole nother used bike. Older bike. Really, like you can go buy an older 2007, 8, 9 Harley and ride it, So, there's, I don't know, man. It's crazy. How's Miss Linda doing, Ken?
Oh, she's all right.
See, I call him by his name. A lot of
She's
times I
working.
don't. Yeah,
You know.
I don't call him Lone Cowboy. I call him by his name. I mean, the man's been in my house. He's eat dinner with me. You know what I mean? I call him by his name. You know, and that's why on here I just went by
Yeah.
my name,
Yeah.
Ray. You know, I thought, you know, people are gonna know it anyways. I'll just go by Ray. That's what people call me. Might as well stick to it, you know, instead of trying to come up with some. And truthfully, when I was doing my name, and I kept thinking, I tried to think about it really hard, you know, like what would be a catchy name, or you know, we all do, you know, what would be a good that would reflect on me, you know what I mean?
Ray
Like
Ray.
what would show me? No, I'm not Ray Ray. That's
Ray Ray. Ray Ray.
that's the other Ray. Now, Monkey calls me that. If he sees me in the side chat, he'll say Ray Ray, you know. But other
Yeah.
than him, nobody else calls me that. So,
Come on, Pete.
but yeah, it's like, and then I just finally was like, man, I'm tired of trying to come up with some kind of name, you know what I mean, for my channel. And I was like, I'm just going to use my name. Just use my name and to go with it. So
Yeah.
it's because when I look up my name, there's 3 other dudes that pop up next to me. 2 or 3 other names that pop up.
Well, who's the best looking one out of the bunch?
Well, I don't know. I don't show their pictures, so it just shows like one of them. I think shows like a dragon or something, and their logo and stuff like that. But yeah, if you think about it, if you're creating a channel, type something in and look it up before you actually create that name on your channel, and see how quick it is, because you may type that in and you may be the 150th one that it pulls up, or you may be find something that's suitable that will pull first, will jerk you up first, and you know what I mean, so people can see it when they type in your name. And I learned that too, you know, you gotta, it's tricks, it's little tricks here and there that, you know, when people look you up, how many names are you going to be under, or are you going to be above, you know? I mean, figure out a name, that the start of the letters and the second letter and the second name, you know, figure out where you're going to pop up at when people start to look you up. Are you going to be first, or are you going to be 10,000, you know, where they're going to have to scroll down and try to find you? You know, you want to pick something where, you know, you've already looked up and there ain't a lot of, or there's, you know, very few, or you're popping up first. So
yeah,
it's just,
well, that's why I put retired rider Harley Road Glide, because that pops up pretty top,
Yeah.
because nobody's got the Harley Road Glide at the end of their name, so
yeah.
Right.
that pops up.
Yeah.
But I wonder how many people that has retired though. You know what I mean? Because in just every aspect, the different,
Well,
not
that's
just
why
motorcycle stuff. I mean, you know, DIY, you know, building different
That's
things.
why I
You
went
know,
with the Harley Road Glide at the end, because when you do that, when I did that, it changed everything, brought me to the top.
yeah.
So
There's, yeah, you can learn little tricks to that stuff if you're really dedicated to a channel. And you know, you can change your name on your channel.
oh yeah.
Now I don't know if you're monetized, if you can, because I know on Twitter X, if you're monetized and you're getting paid and you change your name, it stops your check. You can't get paid. So
really?
that's what. Yes, I watched a guy telling it, and because when Elon changed his name to, you know, Big Balls or Harry Ball, whatever it was, the other night, and the guy was talking on Fox News. He said, I bet he still got his paycheck. He said, but where I'm monetized, he said, if I was to change my name, it would stop my check, and I would have to go through a big process or try to confirm it was me. He said, because once you do that, you getting paid, you can't change your name. So I don't know how it works on YouTube, but
Hey Grumpy. Yeah.
man, the snow is falling. Man, come on.
Let it snow.
I ain't going to. Oh, they called the next 2 to 3 days off for the kids at school. They called almost the whole Tennessee out, you know. All the counties and everything. There's a lot of counties, especially East Tennessee, and they said virtual learning. You know, the kids have to get up and do some kind of on their laptops virtual.
Where are you at, Ray? You're close to Kentucky, ain't you?
Yeah, I'm like 25 minutes, 30 minutes, maybe not even 30 minutes from Kentucky.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Albany. You ever heard of Albany?
Yeah.
Albany, Kentucky.
Gotcha. Alright.
So.
Well, I'm gonna jump off here, guys. I gotta call my driver out of Denver that's coming my way. So.
Well, be careful on those slippery roads.
Yeah, be safe out there, man.
They're pretty
All right,
dry.
Ken, buddy. Have a good day.
Stay out of trouble.
All right, man.
Good to see you.
All
Thanks
right.
for having me in.
No problem. See you, man.
All right.
Yeah, Ken's a good old dude, man. Yeah. I've known him for a while.
YouTube put 9 in IN9EO at the end of my name. I can't remove it. I don't know what that is.
You mean they automatically put the numbers in it if you didn't put enough in?
Or Dave. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Huh. I don't either. Morning, Dave.
Lots of sick bastards too. Yeah. When I looked up sick bastard for the first time, there was a lot of sick bastards out there too.
Really?
You damn sick bastards.
I was wondering if that's always why he, like, if YouTube wouldn't push that name because it's a bad word. You know what I mean? Like if it's.
I don't think that has anything to do with it. To be honest with you.
You know, and I always wondered about that. If your name, how your name is pushed, you know, or categorized or like that. So.
I had to change my name to Old Dumbass and see if it'll put it on. I bet it would.
Well, I mean, and you know, when I did mine, and that's why I said I put life at the end of it because it's my life. I do what I want. I post
it's
what
Ray's
I want.
Moto Life. It's your life on two wheels. Ray's Moto Life. That's a perfect name.
Yeah, and well, not just that. The life category falls into if someone's watching. It's like life. So is he just like me? If I see something, I'm like, is this another just channel of bogus shit, or is this somebody's? You know, if I see somebody's adventures or life, it's like to me that tells me, hey, they're exploring things and they're showing me stuff, what they're doing and stuff. That's cool. You know what I mean? Like it's not just another segment of, you know,
right.
Hemorrhoid cream or something. You know what I mean? Like it's.
Well,
I mean,
like
there's something there.
You got to have a good name. Like when we had the Rabbit Hole channel and we just had the Rabbit Hole, if Salty brought this to my attention, he said, I was looking you guys up and you're way down the list. But when we put Unchained down the Rabbit Hole, we went to the top because we put that Unchained in there. So
yeah, there's little tricks to do it. And that's what I was saying. You know, there's tricks. You just don't know when you're doing this. You don't, because nobody tells you. Nobody tells anybody. You know, it's like, it's such a competition. You don't have, like, I mean, yeah, you can look certain things up, but I'm saying like the little tricks like that. I mean, it's, you know, this is a competition to a lot of people. They don't like being outnumbered. You know what I mean? They don't like someone doing better than them. They don't, it's like, I've never in my world seen a place of people like so petty over, someone might watch you from my channel. I don't want that. You know what I mean? What if one of my subscribers subscribes to you? That don't mean they're going to stop watching you. You know what I mean? That's why a lot of those channels won't shout out the people they're talking about, or they'll say, I catch them saying certain things, but they won't say, oh yeah, well I got this from such and such, or I seen this on, you know, such and such video.
I had a guy comment on the video I just put up the other day about or last week about Harley Davidson being woke. I mentioned that in the video, and he goes, "I was watching your video." He left a comment on it. He goes, "And I was all good until I seen you put up that woke stuff." He goes, "Now I'm not going to watch your channel no more. I'm not going to finish watching any of you. I'm not going to subscribe. And I'm not going to watch your channel because you talked about wokeism." I said, "Buddy, that's up to you." I said,
no shit.
Channel, I don't care. I said, "It don't hurt me either way, brother."
Yeah,
I said,
no doubt.
I said, "You do what you want, brother." And I thought to myself, you know, because I put up wokeism, something about a company being woke, you don't want to watch my channel. Yeah, that's fine. You don't have to watch my channel. Go find another channel that's woke. I don't know. I don't care.
Exactly. It's like one person going to hurt my feelings. No, here's the thing. There's over 100 million people on YouTube. You think we care about? I mean, it's not that I don't care. It's just I'm not going. You know, you have your own thoughts and opinions, man. That's cool. If you don't want to watch my stuff, don't watch it. You know that it's. I mean, I have hate comments, or not hate, but I have rude comments a lot, and it's like not a lot, but you know, there's from time to time, you know, and they'll put something in there saying something, and I'll just hit the thumbs up and the like button. You know, I'm like, here, glad you left a comment. Thank you. You know,
well,
whatever.
I did. I didn't. I wasn't happy with him. I just said, well, I said, well, if you don't want to watch, that's fine. You don't have to. It's no big deal. But thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting on the video. I mean, I didn't get nasty back, but I just basically told him, you know, you saying that is not going to destroy me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not going to affect me. But
I'm not going to beg you to watch my channel. I mean, if you want to watch, watch. If you don't want to watch, don't watch. That's up to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you?
No, I get it because a lot of people don't like my
thanks
stuff.
Thanks for being here and thanks for watching. You guys know how
a lot of people don't like my stuff, but I don't care. I'm putting out what I want to put out. You know, it's my channel. It's not like I'm.
Have a nice day. See ya.
Yeah, I mean, dude, you know, go flip to another channel. I guarantee you, they're gonna. It may not say woke, but you're gonna hear something in it. So.
2-4 says any more Bon Jovi and I'm unsubbing.
I'm telling you.
That's funny, man.
Well, I mean, it's. And you know what though? Some of those people, I ain't saying that particular person. I'm just saying a lot of those people really think that it will, you know, bend our day out of shape, or it will affect us in that way to being like, you know, I don't allow those people's opinions and stuff to determine the outcome of my day or my thinking. You know what I mean? I don't. I could care less.
The guy commented on my shade tree video last week. Said he couldn't watch because I was breathing heavy. I said, well, 52,000 people watched it. Well, that's right. If you can't handle it, if you don't like what's going on my channel, don't watch.
I breathe heavy because I've had health issues, and I smoke, and I breathe. I always try to remember not to sit too close to the microphone, because when I'm breathing, I've heard people say, hey, man, you know, I can hear you breathing. And I'm like, well, I just, you know, I got health issues. I got to talk into the mic. So you're going to hear breathing, you know, or, good morning there, American Uncensored. But here's the thing.
No more fat Axl Rose.
I did you know, with the mic stuff, you know, I started trying to filter, you know, putting things around it and stuff like that just for the wind noise. And I realized it helped a lot of my talking and breathing and stuff. But,
right.
And like he said, you know, hey, don't want to watch it, don't watch it. You know, I mean,
fat. I'm fat.
Oh yeah, 250 pounds I am. So, I mean, it's
195 at 6 foot tall is pretty heavy. So, and I carry it all in my gut, man. It don't spread out to the rest of my body. I carry all my fat in my gut. That's
I got a bad habit of it in my stomach.
Yeah.
It's.
But give music a bad name. I have to do that though, guys. On my shorts that I put up music to my rides, I have to put up all kinds of music. I can't just put up a certain type, then I just alienate people. So even though I don't like it, I put out other stuff so it captures other people's attention. So if I just keep putting out the stuff I just like, then I'm only going to reach so many people. But if you put out different types of music to your rides, you know, other people like it and they watch. So I don't know. That's my way I look at it.
I never really put music to my stuff. It's not
that
it's just I can't. I just yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. Like it's not that I can't. I just there are certain times that I would look in the music thing and I'm like, man, like that music sucks. You know, like they didn't give you no real good choice of music unless you pay for certain music. You know, you gotta.
Well, no, this is just stuff you just know. You just put up your short 60-second short, throw some music to it. They got a whole list. You can do whatever. It's free.
What are you talking about? YouTube music?
Yeah, just YouTube shorts that you could get. It's free music. You put up whatever you want. Yeah, but
yeah, I know about the YouTube music, but I didn't think I could ever find any good music in there.
Well, you can't on the shorts. I mean, it's got all kinds of music. It's only like 60 seconds worth of music. It's not like the whole song or anything like that.
Well, they're limited on that. I think they're limited on it anyways because where they have it, they've had to pay for it, right? They're having to, because isn't there copyrights with the music unless
it's copyright. Something? It's copyright approved what they have on there. So you could do Bon Jovi, Judas Priest, you could do Def Leppard, you could do all kinds of stuff. But it's only 60 seconds of the song. You know, you can't put up no more.
And that's probably all they're purchasing is like 60 seconds of their songs. They're not purchasing the whole album, or the whole
you get
song,
the whole song. You can put whatever section of the song you want up.
Okay.
But you can only put 60 seconds of it up. That's it. So
there's no sense of doing a 3-minute short if you can only put 60 seconds of the music.
Right. That's why I said with the 3 minute when they came up with the 3-minute short, I'm like, well, if I can't use the damn music for 3 minutes, what's the point? I don't want to do it then.
I'm still used to just trying to get it under a minute, man. I'm still like, trying to, I got to edit this down or do this. I got to beat this minute. I'm like, especially if I'm talking or something, it's like I'm trying to look at the clock like, damn, am I going to run over? I got to get to 59, because anything really over 59, you're done. And I don't know. It'd have to be a really good 3-minute short for me to watch 3 minutes of a short.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd have to be something like some good, funny, video or something, comedy.
Right.
Something that's going to catch my attention for me to watch 3 minutes of a short. Because I do watch other people's stuff. And I still notice with that, they're still not doing 3 minutes of a short. You know what I mean? A lot of people will not put 3 minutes out there. I mean, they're still doing 60 seconds.
I'll put up 3-minute videos or 4-minute videos. It's it's not really a short. It's just like a video,
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
I bulked up on beer and cheeseburgers.
I did too.
The thing is, I don't really eat a lot. I eat breakfast in the morning. I might not even eat lunch, and then I eat dinner. I don't eat like several helpings or go back several times. But I guess when you get older, it's just one of them things. You just gain weight more. I don't know.
After I turned like 32 or something, I don't know, 30, I don't know. It's like everything just started.
Yeah, they were sick.
Slowing down. My immune system, metabolism, everything just started slowing down.
Yeah, I think once I got put on blood pressure medicine, that really started. I noticed I started gaining weight after that. So.
Well, I mean,
I need to walk. I need to exercise. I don't do that, but it's been too damn cold this winter to do any damn thing outside. So I need to exercise.
Do you not snack through the day on anything?
Not really. Not a lot, no.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't like eat chips. I don't eat stuff like that. I don't want honey buns. I love that stuff. Now, don't get me wrong. I love
that
Debbie
stuff.
Cakes and stuff, but I can't buy it. We don't buy it because she knows that I will sit and eat it throughout the day. Yeah.
If you don't have it in the house, it ain't there.
Yeah. And one of my favorite things is candy. And I'm a sucker for candy, like Easter time. Like my favorite kind of candy is I get the jelly beans, the spiced jelly beans, and the whole black bag of licorice jelly beans. And I'm like, thank God it's seasonal because I can't sit and eat. If they sold that year round, I'd be in trouble. I mean, I don't know. I try to eat a decent breakfast and then lunch. It just depends on what I eat for breakfast. If I eat light for breakfast, then I might eat a sandwich, for lunch or something like that.
Right. 2-4 when I was working, I retired in 2020 and I weighed 175. And since I retired, I've gained 25, 30 pounds. Because you're not moving around anymore. You're not active.
Yeah. Yep. Tonight's dinner is going to be sloppy joes with tater wedges.
Man, we used to eat that all the time.
Yeah, sure, we love it, dude. I still like the food that I eat. I can't break myself away from like potted meat and stuff like that. I love it, man. Yes,
love the zebra cakes, man. Yeah, that's crack cocaine.
Yeah, And of course, they always have the seasonal cakes, like the zebras, but they're not the zebras. They're like, the seasonal.
I used to love the Christmas tree cakes.
Yeah, the Christmas trees. Then they get the hearts, for Valentine's. They get the Easter ones. And that's just the same. All the companies do it. Like Reese's Cup. Easter, it's a Reese's Cup bunny. Halloween, it's the ghost or the witch or whatever, and then Christmas, it's the Santa Claus or the snowman. It's all Reese, they do. But I tell you something about the Reese's Cup. I didn't really care for it a lot until they did the white chocolate. Now the white chocolate is really. Oh,
I used to love the Reese's Cups, man. I put them in the freezer.
But the white chocolate Reese's, oh man.
But now I can't eat peanut butter. I'm allergic to it.
See, that's crazy. Yeah, that's wild.
How you blue one day I put one in my mouth and chomped it down, and a few minutes later I was choking to death. So I was like, "What the hell?"
And it's peanuts, ain't it?
Yep, it's the peanuts. Yeah.
Now, did you go to the doctor and find out for sure, or you just said, "Okay, I'm allergic. I'm not going to touch it again"?
Well, I didn't. I thought it was a fluke, so I tried it again. I ate some more peanut butter. Same thing.
Stick this knife in your heart and see if it kills you. Oh, nope. Here, do it again.
Well, I didn't go. I was just testing it out, So I talked to the doctor about it. He goes, yeah. He goes, if that's happening, you're definitely allergic.
But that's wild, though, how it took all those years.
Well, that's not it. And then I used to eat fish all the time. Fish. One day I ate fish. So it felt a little funny. I'm like, that's weird. That's almost like the peanut butter. And then I didn't pay it much thought, and I ate fish again. Oh yeah, no fish, no more fish. Done with fish. Couldn't eat fish no more.
See, I love fish. I love seafood. God, I love some good homemade battered catfish. God,
guess what else does it to me? Bananas. Can't eat bananas.
T-bone. See, that's crazy. And I love bananas, man. I love them. I mean, bananas are good for you. But that's crazy though, how you went from that to just allergic to those things.
Yeah, but I've been allergic to a lot of things. I got tested. I'm allergic to tree pollen. I'm allergic to grass. I'm allergic to so many damn things, man. I have issues all year long.
Walking around in a bubble.
Yeah.
Remember that movie they made, a bubble boy or something? Or
see you,
walk around in a bubble. See you later, buddy.
Pineapple, I can still eat.
Oh, I love pineapple.
I ain't had a problem with pineapple. At least last time I ate it, I didn't. I don't know.
I like pineapple on pizza, man. For some reason, I enjoy it.
Good.
Yes, I really enjoy that pizza that's on there. Yeah. I'm a pizza lover. I'm a sucker for food. I love it.
That's my biggest weakness, man. I can eat pizza every freaking day, man.
I hate that I don't have a option. We have Pizza Hut and Little Caesars, and that's it.
See, we have, I don't know if you ever heard of it, we have La Rosa's here in Ohio.
No, man. We have like $80 pizza at Pizza Hut, or you get a $6 pepperoni at, or cheese at Little Caesars. And it's like, I've eaten some good pizza. I've lived in Georgia, Atlanta, I've lived in Florida. There's good pizza places around, I not around me, but I'm saying I've eaten good pizza in my lifetime. And I'm like, then I'm hearing it's like, man, Pizza Hut's good. It's greasy. I like the thick crust because it's greasy, Yeah,
it's eat it all the time.
The pan crust, it tastes good. I guess because it's so greasy. That grease is what's tasting good in that pan they cook it in. But here's the thing: I like the different. I used to go into one place. I can't remember which one it was. It was like a buffet. You could choose any kind of pizza you wanted.
CC's Pizza.
Yeah, maybe that. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It was like a buffet. You could go in there and sit.
Yeah.
And they had like 20 different kinds of pizzas, and it was like, man, you could eat any kind you wanted. But yeah, I mean, I'm a sucker for the pineapple, whatever they call it, whatever's on it. Pizza,
Yeah.
They usually do, I think, like chicken or chicken and pineapple.
Now I'm gonna have to get pizza today.
Well, I'm doing sloppy joes with tater wedges, so
I'm gonna have to. Well, I'll just sneak out at lunchtime and go get one.
Well, I can't sneak out, but I'm glad I got my truck back. What was it I told you yesterday or day before? Yeah, finally got it out of the shop, guys. It took me a month to get it in there to save the money to freaking get it fixed. I had to get a new ball. Thank God I didn't have to get two ball joints, but I had to get a new ball joint in the front and brand new brakes on it. And which my mechanic, he's been the same mechanic for years and years, and he tries to always do us right on the labor. And of course, he's always like, look, hey, whatever the part is, he's a mechanic, so he actually gets, he has his mechanic, his dealer, like whatever mechanic discounts and all that, and he's like, whatever I pay for the part, I'll, what I have to pay, you'll pay. But, he tries to do us good on the labor stuff. So, I thought it was decent. Maybe it's high to get a ball joint done, one ball joint in the front left, I think, and brakes on altogether. Total with labor was like $240, I think.
Well, that's not too bad.
No, I think the ball joint was like 130, so 140 maybe. So
Rick Sue says I'm only allergic to money. Let's see.
But yeah, hey, if I was to get out, I'd have to.
Morning, Mr. Gregory.
Drive through all this snow, and
that's morning, all right. You can
morning, sir. No, I'm actually. I got my window right here in my kitchen. I can see it goes all the way up the road here on the highway, Park Road, and it's a pretty busy road. So they keep it clean, and I'm sitting here right now. I can see cars coming up and down it. They're just slow, and I got a bypass like right up here, about 3 football fields up, so I can see the bypass, like where you get on the bypass at. I've got a big bridge up here, but yeah, there's cars, but they're not like doing the speed limit, but the road's got to be clear enough. There's people traveling, so
right,
so they can't be that bad. So.
Yeah,
he said it's a good price for all that work. I
think
hope
so.
$240, which, like I said, he usually does us pretty good on the labor. He doesn't overcharge us on the labor, because I know the labor is where a lot of people will get you.
Where we got in the shop was the labor.
When he does all your family's mechanic work, he does everybody in your family. You know what I mean? And he's done it. And he's a good mechanic. And another reason I like him when he works on my Chevrolet is because he's a Chevrolet guy. Like, that's all he drives. He remodels old 50-something Chevy trucks and 60s, and he, that's all. He's one of those dedicated, he's a Chevy guy. And he owns Chevrolet trucks, so he knows exactly everything that's wrong with my truck. If there's something wrong with it, he can fix it because that's what he drives, that's what he loves, and so
right.
He's familiar. But now I can take the Honda down there, the Honda Accord or whatever, and he can fix it because he's a mechanic. You know what I mean? He knows that.
I worked on them all.
He works on anything.
I work for Ford, but I can work on anything. Ford, Chevy, doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah, and that's how he is. He's like, I can do it. But now he would tell us one time we had a Volkswagen Passat. He's like, please don't ever bring me that car again. And he was joking. He's like, no, if something goes bad with it. He said even the brakes, everything is so computer junk and stuff. It's just, he's like, if you can get rid of it and get you a different vehicle, do it. He's like, it's hell. He said they're just different, because the computers and all that stuff. He says it's going to cost you a lot more money if something goes wrong with it.
Yep.
And
that's why I did that video yesterday put up that video yesterday on is Harley Davidson becoming too techy, too much technology. Sometimes all that technology is not a good thing, man, because when you're out of warranty and that shit breaks down, it's going to cost you a freaking fortune to fix it, man.
Yep. I mean, a computer, imagine what computer chip or something costs what if something serious burns up in there? I mean, you're going to have to replace.
Well, they're going to that all digital dash, and the reason I could have picked that style of Road Glide, but I was looking at it and I was talking to the wife, and we're like, man, you get 2-year warranty. If that digital dash, it's all digital. I forget what they call it. And if that goes out, I can imagine how much that damn thing costs. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I went with the small screen, and I went with the I guess.
Gauges.
Yeah, and it's got the gauges and everything. And, I was like, I felt better with that. So.
Yeah, I don't think that. Just from what I've seen, people having to go back and get them redone or this or that. Hey, we're having this problem. I don't know. Do they put them out too soon, or do they, you know what I mean? Like when they started putting them out, it's like people are like, okay, they won't start. They keep doing this and that. And it may be something simple, but why ain't they figured that out in R&D? You know what I mean? Before they're pushing them out to sell, on the showroom floor.
Buy anything new that just came out because you want to wait a year or so to see what kind of trouble they have with them.
That's what everybody says. Don't buy anything brand new because you're going to be the test dummy. You're going to be the guy that has to take it back because they haven't figured out all the kinks and the glitches and stuff. And I think one of the issues is as soon as we get a bike that we can do that has radio or anything, we want to hook our phones and all our stuff up to. And I don't think that they have fully seen all, or tested. They may say they have tested to a point, but why is it that every time you get something new like that and you hook your iPhone or your music or something, you start connecting things go wrong. Glitches here and there and certain things. Why ain't that all worked out before it even comes out? That should be, they should be back there in the R&D or somewhere hooking their phones, doing everything, hooking everything up to it, making sure, and they may do it. It may not tell them nothing at the time, but they should be running that and seeing if anything goes wrong before they even put them out.
Exactly. Yeah. Do some hard tests on it first.
Yeah. Get a secret, don't tell anybody. Get one person out there. Have one person out there riding it, putting miles down on it before you even show a picture of it. No one even knows what it is secretly and testing it. You think Harley ain't got enough money to rent a track to run that on, to ride on a road track or something, Yeah. I mean, they ain't going to be out in public. Shit, there could be one single person get on one and travel a brand new bike. And as long as they don't stop in the rallies and crowds and stuff, and they're just riding and testing, nobody'd even know it was a brand new bike. You know what I mean? Nobody'd even know it. I mean, they could do that and test it. And
I just know from being a mechanic, master certified mechanic for 35 years, that a lot of that technical shit, a lot of that electrical shit can be really bad shit, man. It can turn to shit really fast.
And shit. I mean, just shit.
Complete shit. So,
I mean, there was like 5 shits there before he got the sentence out.
They can get expensive, let me tell you. When I've went to customers and say, well, this is going to cost you this, and they're like, what the hell? I'm like, well, electrical shit ain't cheap, man.
Yeah, exactly.
I gotta have time to run it down, find the short, find out what's going on. I mean,
that takes what, 2-3 hours? I mean,
sometimes longer than that.
Yeah,
sometimes longer than that. And they're like, whoa, and they're like, what? And they get mad about the checkout fee. To fee you have to charge them for the checkout time. Like, hey, it's taking me time to hunt this down. I hunt it down. You decide you don't want to fix the damn card, and I just wasted all my time. That ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I gotta charge you.
Yeah.
At least to piss them off.
I don't know. I always found that to be sort of not you and not what your place, but over my lifetime, I've seen some of that dirty industry shit and that's with any company or anybody that hoodoos people and I've seen mechanics where they just set shit up to fail or they overcharge and they do things that.
There's something, Ray. In all my years of doing that work, I never cheated a customer. I never lied to a customer, and I never told the customer they needed something they didn't have to have.
Yeah, that's
and I'm
good.
proud of myself for that.
Oh yeah, I would be too, because there's a lot of nastiness out there, and it's just not mechanic stuff. It's in every business, Hell, it's in plumbing, electrical, you name it. It's in every, people want to cut and make more and they want to overcharge. They want to overdo, or this needs this done, or this, even motorcycles. Hey, yeah, you need a new belt, but look, you need me to pull that transmission out because it's slipped. No, it ain't,
Believe it or not, I had techs that worked under me. At one time, I had 10 techs that worked underneath me, and they would bring me because I delegated to work, and they would tell me what was wrong with the vehicle. I always went back and looked at the vehicle after they did and made sure what they were telling me the customer needed. And I found on more than one occasion, my techs would be lying, and boy, they'd be out the door. And then I'd be like, you can't do this. We don't do this here. Because once you get a reputation of doing that shit,
you're done. Yeah, you will no longer have business.
Yeah.
Your customers will no longer be repeat. You want repeat customers, but not to the point of where your car's fucked up all the time. But
Right.
I mean, you know, you want them to say, okay, hey, it needs brakes or it needs this or that. I'm going to go to here. You know, this is reliable. I know you know what I mean? They fix it. They take care of it.
Right.
You know, you don't want someone to say, okay, I got 20 different shops on the street. Which one do I go to? Because they're all, who knows? You know what I mean? We don't know because I've heard so much stuff about this one or that one, you know, and this one may not get to it. This one I overcharge, or this one, you know, da-da-da. It's just a, you know, whatever. But
And I would always take my customers back and show them exactly what was going on.
That's what I like. Show me
exactly what I was doing and show them exactly why it failed, show them exactly what failed. I showed them everything. And then when my customers, I build up my base, my customers would be like, John, do it. Whatever you, I know I trust you, man.
Yeah,
I know
they have that trust. And then you have the loyalty of, after you build that trust, you got their loyalty, you know, they're going to be a repeat. And that's what I was saying. Like, it's, you know, I want them to, and I always get like, okay, wait a minute, red flag. If you're not willing to show me and take, it's a liability for you to be back here. Well, you know what? It may be, but it's my vehicle. You know what I mean? I want you to show me what is wrong.
Yeah, I had, when I worked for the dealership, they didn't want them back there.
Yeah.
But I said, bullshit. They're coming back here if you don't like it. And the upper management, they came out and talked to me. Said, man, you can't. I said, it's for insurance reasons. I said, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I said, excuse my language, but I said, I'm going to show the customer what they need. They have a right to see it. If they want to see it, I'm going to show them what's going on. And they left me alone because it gained a lot of business and gained a lot of trust. I was like, leave me alone. I know what I'm doing. I've been doing this for a long time.
I believe it, man. I want to, that's me. I want you to show me and point it out and show me exactly what it's doing and what's wrong with it, so I can say, okay, I believe you. Now fix it.
I had a customer bring his car in and say, my brakes are done. I need brakes. And I said, gave it to one of my texts. I said, go drive this, go see what's going on. He brought it in. He came and got me. He said, look, they don't need brakes. There's nothing wrong with his brakes. There's absolutely nothing wrong with his brakes. Had the wheels off, checking everything, calibers, did the whole, he said, there's nothing wrong with his brakes. So I went to my customer. I said, there's nothing wrong with your brakes. Your brakes are fine. I asked him again what was going on. He goes, oh, no, I just know I need brakes. It's never had. But I said, you don't need brakes. So I took him out there and I showed him. I showed him the thickness of the pads. I showed him everything. I said, you don't need brakes. You know what he told me? He said, put all new brakes and everything on anyway, rotors and everything. I said, sir, you don't need it. He goes, it's never been done. I want it done. I said, okay. But I did that, and I made him write it. I wrote it out. I made him sign. I said, you know, because I ain't going to have somebody come back on me later on. He wanted those brakes done, even though he didn't need brakes. I think it was like a piece of mind to him or something. I don't know what it was.
Probably to know that it was half worn, and he wanted, like, you know, the gas tank guys. You know what I mean? Like, do you run your motorcycle tank all the way empty, or do you wait do you, like, if it gets to a quarter of a tank or half a tank, you stop and fill it back up? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's people that in their mind, it's like they can't help it. It's like, okay, I know it's new, I know it's full, whatever. You know, I gotta have it this way. You know, could be something like that, because I'm funny like that. I don't run my gas all the way down, because which we don't have that trash. Well, I don't know about now, but used to, like, in the 80s and stuff, we had bad gas at times, you know, and they always told you, don't run your car or anything empty, you know, down to empty, because the filter pick up trash. Well, I like to stop on my motorcycle every couple 100 miles anyways, you know, so, and I stop and smoke, so why not just top it off when I'm there? But, you know, I don't like to run it completely empty. I like to, if I get down to like a quarter of a tank, I'll stop, smoke, cigarette, get something to drink, fill it up, you know, and then, hey, boom, I can do another 200 miles or so. And people are like, why are you always putting gas in your Well, because I like my tank full. I like to have a full tank in case I need it. I'm not going to be rolling to the gas station down the interstate pushing my bike. Oh, I got another mile to go and I'll get there. You know, the hell with that.
I hope this low country Harley Davidson takes care of me. Turning wrenches since 1968, never really worked on the motorcycles. Big difference. I don't like working on. I've been a mechanic all my life. I don't like working on motorcycles. I hate it. It is.
I do too. It's not that I hate it. I don't have the right tools. I don't have any tools. But here's the thing.
I have the tools.
I bought the tools to change the oil, transmission, and primary fluid, I can do that. I do that anyway. I do that on my bikes. I don't.
Right.
I don't have tire machines. I don't have none of that like Gregory or anybody has. You know, these people have. I don't change any of that stuff. I like if something needs to be done, like the oil and stuff, I do all that myself. The brakes, yes, I do myself because they're pretty simple. My bike is, anyways. I don't know about anybody else's. Mine's the 07.
Brakes on a motorcycle are pretty. That's basic
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
I mean,
like headlights and stuff, I've changed the headlights and all that myself. They're just plug and play. That stuff's simple.
I'm not working on the motor.
No, when it comes to like, hey, I need to, you know, the transmission or something needs to be pulled or the motor or I can't do it. I don't know what I'm doing.
I can pull my tanks off. I could do all that. I'll do all that. I'll do my spark plugs. I'll do all that.
Oh stuff. Yeah. I can do all that. But
internal engine stuff, no.
Or transmission, or like if I need to get into the primary and change the clutch and stuff, I don't even mess with that. You know what I mean? I don't have the right tools for it. So
I'll do it on a car. Well, I won't do it on a car anymore.
I could look it up and probably watch a video and follow it step by step and do it. I just don't have the right tools, like pulling the clutches out and doing all that, putting new clutch and all that stuff in. To me, I look at it and it's like a crossword, like I don't know what I'm looking at, something I don't know. You know what I mean? It's just hectic, and it's like, okay, it's like I see something that I know it's not my place of comfortability, so I can't. Like some people just they're comfortable. They know the tools to use and get it, and they just dive right in and they'll have no thought in the world, and they can just do it. I'm not like that. My brain doesn't work like that. My brain is saying, here's 10 reasons why you're going to mess up. You know what I mean? You're going to trash your bike because you don't know how to take the right bolt off, or you're going to not know which bolt to put back on in this place. And that, you know what I mean? It questions it. You know, my mind questions even like a car and stuff. I can change the oil and stuff like that. But when it comes to stuff like that, I'm like, I'd just rather pay somebody to do it. Yeah. Honestly, I would. And that way I know that if something goes wrong, I can take it right back and say, okay, here's my receipt. You did this work and it needs to be fixed because it ain't fixed right, you know.
Well, I have no doubt I could go out there to that Road Glide right now if I wanted to and tear the whole thing down, put it back together. I just ain't going to do it. I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
I ain't going to do it.
Well,
working on a motorcycle is totally different than working on a car.
It is.
It's totally different.
But a lot of people are like, man, that motor ain't that big. Sure, there can't be that much stuff wrong. You know, what's up, brown chicken? You know, but it ain't about the size of it. It's about knowing how it works and what tools to have, because it is different tools to do different things. You know, you have to have, you know, different kind of, I don't know. I look at it and it's a puzzle to me. And I don't know how to put it. I don't know how to put it together.
Put back the pieces.
Yeah,
I get confused. Put it back together the way you take it apart.
There's people that I know, but there's people that can take all the nuts and screws and bolts and everything and throw them in a bucket. Me, I'm like trying to take pictures, and I'm like, here, this goes here. I lay the screw and stuff on the part that it goes in, and I'm like,
you know what I had a magnet tray. I had a magnet tray. I sit it on the side of the car and fender somewhere, whatever, and I just throw it all in there. And then when I go to put it back in, but that's from years of doing this stuff.
Yeah. That's your mind is trained to do that, though. You know where they go.
Yeah.
I look at it and I'm like, yeah, okay, I couldn't tell you where. Let me look on the whole bike and see where the bolt's missing, and that's where it goes. You know, it's like, seriously, that's how my brain operates.
I can't. I got something left.
Yeah, like the T27 goes here and the T25 goes up there. Like there's different you know, and it's like, okay, which one goes to which? Like, you know, like, because even your like hand grips, you know, the housing and stuff, it's like a T25 or T27 or some shit like that. I think mine is, or something. I don't know.
T27.
And it's like, okay, but then you got a T25 over here, and then you can't put it in that one because it's just you know, and they look the same, but they're not. You know, I don't know, something about it. He says, Doctor
Brown Chicken says it's been quiet lately without the 24/7 dictionary tape lives. I'm not sure what he means by that.
I don't either. The Gorilla Glue would be.
Oh, duct tape lives. Duct tape lives. It's been pretty quiet lately without the 24/7 duct tape lives. I don't think they call it. They don't call it the duct tape community anymore, do they? I don't think they call it.
No.
That. It's just a community.
Yeah, I think they just changed it to the community.
I haven't seen Moto doing much lately. I don't know if I hope he's all is good with him. I think he's having one today, though. I think he sent me a link to one.
I think morning. I keep getting weather alerts every 5 minutes. 18 degrees.
18
That's
degrees.
Why I don't want to go out and get pizza.
Yeah.
Limited on options. And frozen pizza makes you just not want to eat pizza. You can't eat it, man. You can't. It's nasty, dude.
Cardboard.
It's like, yeah,
Cardboard.
well, not just that. It hurts my stomach if I eat it. Like, I'm literally in the bathroom.
Oh,
I can't eat DiGiorno, any of that stuff. I don't eat none of that because it literally hurts. If I'm going to eat pizza, I want it baked, cooked, fresh. I want to go pick it up. I want it to go through the right machine. I don't want it frozen. Yeah, I don't want anything froze. I want.
Hey, you're making me hungry.
Well, it's past my breakfast time.
She'll be here in about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. And well, I think the Wednesday she's a little bit later, but I'll get my breakfast then. But
he said I gotta wait till she gets home because I can't cook eggs. He can't cook eggs, guys.
Hey, I can cook. I lived by myself when I divorced my first wife. I was like, we were 8 years before. It was 8 years before I married my second wife. So I lived by myself. I took care of myself.
Did you live on Fruity Pebbles?
I had my own house. Owned my own house. I sold the house that me and my first wife were together, but I bought a new house.
Yeah.
I lived by myself. I took care of myself. I had a girlfriend for that 8 years, but we and her broke up, obviously. But and then I got married to my wife. But my wife cooked, so I
don't look here, man. If my wife came in every morning and cooked me breakfast, I wouldn't say shit either.
I ain't serious.
Hell no. I ain't no way. I'd love it. I would love it.
She cooks my dinner. She cooks my breakfast. I ain't gonna complain.
No.
She makes sure I'm fed. So.
Well, we have certain roles, the man and women. And the men take care of certain things around the house and issues and stuff. And the women take care. And I'm not misogynist. I'm not saying the women belong in the kitchen. I'm not that. Misogynist. I cook. I cook all the time. I cook for my kids. The wife comes in. She cooks supper, whatever, blah, blah, blah. It's just, certain women like that, they know because they know when we're in a situation, who takes care of certain things? You know what I mean? Who takes care of the flat tire on the side of the road? Who takes care of, in different situations, who takes the man does? The man's the protector. I
always say this: there's a place for the woman and there's a place for the man. And there's things that a woman can do that a man can't do. And there's things that a man can't do that a woman can't do. It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
So you complement each other. That's how it works.
Yes. And I think that's the way it was meant to be.
It is the way it was meant to be.
We have two different roles and we take care of those roles, and that's why we come together and get married or have families, because we can we do different things, but eventually it turns into one thing because we make it a home, a household. We do that. And
absolutely. Yeah. I won't be able to go to Dean's live. He's having one. The reason I'm doing them early is because I can't get on a live. When my wife comes home to cook,
look here, I can't whoop his ass is why.
Yeah, I can't be on the live.
She done said, "I come in here, you're on that computer. I'm gonna."
That got old really fast. That got old really fast.
Hey, did I not tell you privately? I told you. It's wild, man. I'm telling you, people don't understand. Like I said, when I took that year off, there was many reasons. It wasn't one reason. There was many things behind that. It was my life. You know what I mean? I got burned out. There was drama that I did not care. I was moving past it. Didn't care to listen to it. Yeah. I'm telling you right now, family stuff is more important than a damn computer. You know what I mean? To me, anyways. I can't sit on, and I did. I sit on it. If anybody really knows me back then, they knew me. I was doing them so much, and not just that. Even when I got down to one a week, it wasn't such a issue when I slowed down a lot. But there was other reasons why I needed to take the break, and I got burnt out. And I'm telling you, it will eat you up, man. There's a lot of scenarios go into doing these things. And it's fun to jump on in the side chat. And, I can do that on my phone and not really, the wife not really say nothing or you know what I mean? Because I'm on my phone or whatever. But if I'm sitting here 24/7 at the computer, she's like, get the hell up and do something. You know what I mean? You need to, this needs to take care of. And I'm like, but I'm watching somebody's live. No, I don't do that. I'm like, okay, I will. Yeah, but it needs to be done now. And I'm like, okay. And seriously, like, it will get to the point where I will get soaked into this and I don't want to get up. And I'm like, no, I got to get up. So that's why if you don't see me on here, I've got kids. I'm constantly, we're doing things, or I'm taking them to work, school, whatever, or, I'm seeing to the household needs, or the outside needs.
Life outside of this computer and outside of you.
I mean, if I was a single man and my kids was grown and out of the house and I sit here all day like this, I wouldn't. Then I can say, okay, I'll do what I want. I can sit here all day. I'm a single man. I don't have nothing to do, but I still wouldn't do it if I was single. I'd still be out living my life, and I'd be on here from time to time, but it wouldn't be constant.
Yeah, 9:30 here, Brown Chicken. He goes on 9:30. About 15, 14 minutes from now, I think he's going on.
I haven't even got a notification.
I got.
I just ain't looked, I guess.
He sent me a link, and I appreciate him. I appreciate him sending me links, but I just can't do it that time in the morning. I just can't.
I turn my notifications off on the phone. It doesn't beep. It doesn't make a noise. Gotcha. I turn those off. I have to literally get into YouTube on my phone or my computer to see if then I'll see notifications, because I don't want to be bothered on all notifications I have set, because I never know when someone's posting a video. Because if I have people set notifications all the time, it ain't just about lives. They constantly go off, and I don't want my phone going off all the way through the night or any of that stuff. It's like, what the hell? What is that?
Why is your phone going off all the time? Who's bothering?
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff behind it, so.
So it's not that I don't want to be on motos, lives or anything like that, or six or anything like that. I just got to. Gotta be careful what I do. I got to pick and choose my battles, and I got to do my live streams. I got to do the rabbit hole on Wednesday. I got to do the rabbit hole on Sunday.
You got to be able to. She's in a good mood, so when you go on, she's not going to be throwing ashtrays at your head while you're sitting there. Now
I'm just going on those 2 lives and not doing 4 or 5 a week. She's good, but she's okay with that. But
you doing your live streams, what I'm saying. Okay, honey, I got one I'm going to do once a week. That narrows it. It kind of makes her feel better. Okay, he's not going to be sitting there all the time. You know what I mean? I know the situation, and I can speak on that, because it's like, no, I've got one I got to do. Okay, I'm doing one Wednesday night. That's it. The rest of the week is yours. And. Well, they don't see you sitting there constantly talking and them looking at you like, now I can't speak or not because you're on a live stream or this or that. There's a lot of stuff behind it, people.
Well, what she would do,
don't understand if you don't do them.
You would come in the door, open the office door here, and look at me, and I know what that means. It's like, well, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, you're on there again. You know what I mean? It's like,
but then what? What, are you supposed to sit in front of the TV all day and look at that crap? I mean, come on, I'm telling you, it's either one.
I got free time. I got this free time in the morning right here, and I got free time in the afternoon. That's why I hop on with you sometimes if we do an afternoon thing or whatever. But I got, between like 9:30 in the morning and stuff like that, I just can't. I got to. If she's home,
I'd focus on her.
Yeah, I got to be careful what I do.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I understand. I do, because it's like that look. The quietness in the look.
My wife's gonna come home and make me breakfast. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
She was bringing it into here. I don't know if you remember, but on the.
Oh no, she was handing it to you. Yeah.
That's not cool, man. Is she sitting at the table by herself?
Yeah. No, man. You need to at least ask her, hey, how was work? Find out how her day was, and and give her company. And that's why I was saying we play two different roles, because we got to reassure them that we're there. You know what I mean? That we do pay attention to them, and we do, we are, their security if they need it, or we are whatever, you know what I mean? And no, I understand. Trust me, I understand. I get it. And a lot of people don't understand because they don't do live streams. If they did these like this and they got family or wife, and or they try to live, even if they're single and they got a life outside, and they're, they ride motorcycle, whatever they're doing, jobs or whatever, try to do something and then come back and say, okay, I understand, because I can't sit there 24/7 and do them.
Well, I guarantee you
it's hard to do.
I guarantee you this much right now. As soon as the weather breaks and I can be out on the bike, I'm going to be out on that damn bike.
Exactly.
It's not going to happen. You know what I mean? I'm going to be riding.
That's like my free time. Wife leaves. I get up at 3. She gets up. She's out the door by 4. My free time is pretty much from 4 to 6:30 until I wake the kid up to get her ready for school. You know what I mean? She gets up, gets ready for school, and I got to take her to work. And then after that, my day really then starts up doing things and getting things seen to around the house and stuff like that. So it's not like I'm just sitting here.
But now, on the other hand, if you got single guys out there that don't have all that going on, and they could
have fun at it.
Yeah, they could pop into lives all day. There's nothing wrong with that.
No,
much respect to anybody. I have respect for anybody that wants to do that. Don't get me wrong.
I'm just saying they'll get burned out. You got to watch what you do, though.
Yeah,
you don't want to burn yourself out.
Anything will burn you out. Anything will burn you out.
I mean, it's. I still find it tough, even for a single guy would still find it tough to just sit and, because like a couple other people say, what do I talk about? You know what I mean? I only can talk about a topic so much. Hey, but you know what I mean? Like you have to. Like if you just want deadness, you want to go on a live and have dead silence. That's not, people that want to in the side chat. That's where a lot of people get their conversations from, because people in the side chat will ask questions or talk, and then that'll give you kind of something to go off of. You know what I mean? Then you can start a conversation, and then once you start talking about a conversation, then that may lead to your thinking. Will think something different, and then you can start with that. Start talking about that and something else. So, I don't know. Some people may make a good live stream just sitting there, I don't know.
Yeah. Bring in guests always helps. Yeah, I agree with that. Bring in a guest. Bring in somebody different. Yeah, that's definitely
He's trying to tell you not to bring me in. I'm just teasing.
Kick him out. Bring somebody else in.
But no, you're right, man. If you change it up, and
gotta change it up.
And I ain't saying like every day or every week you got a new guest and a new top. That's fine if you can get that. That's hard to do if you ain't, because a lot of people that run that I know, or that I know that's in the side chats and stuff, they don't really want to come on and talk a lot, like for a long time or a lot or certain things. It's just you I don't know. You got to have them lined up. I tried that interview stuff, man, back in the day. And it's a job to line someone up every week to interview somebody every week. Someone different every week. Interview. Yeah. I was like, no, it's too much of a job. This person's time, they may say yes and get ready, and then something happens, or their equipment messes up, or they get called in to do this or that, and then they say, hey, I can't make it, so now I've got to go through and change all my stuff I've already premiered all week to having this certain person on. You know what I mean? It's a lot. But if you can do it, more power to you. I applaud you for it. I'm not doing it. I'm not having guests like that unless it's just...
If Ray is talking, I'm watching with my eyes closed.
Oh, my God. But, if somebody asks me, hey, can I come on and we'll do something? Cool. If I think it's a good idea and all that stuff, and we're going to talk right, sure. I'll line it up, I don't care a bit to. And the reason you see me on mine by myself a lot is because people usually don't want to talk what I don't want to talk about, or they don't want to come on. You come on, but I'm saying I don't drop my link in the side chat anymore. I don't. I get. I just don't do that. If somebody wants to reach out, I'll send
You
them
gotta
the
run it
link.
your
It's not
way.
that I'm trying to be mean. I don't mail my link out to everybody. I'm not trying to category people and do that. And it's cool, whatever. I'm not doing it. Because people don't want to come on and then they don't. So why go through all that trouble to do it? If somebody wants to come on, they'll say, hey, you got a link. And if I want you on, I'll email you a link or I'll send it through Instagram or whatever. So,
Right.
and like I said, I never have an issue with people coming on. It just has to be the right people. And if they're going to, not make a fool of my channel, because I want my channel, it's serious. And yes, I goof off in comedy and laugh, but, I want it to be, I want it to be adults, serious. I don't want to.
Yeah, scheduled guests seem to drop off and screw everything up. Yeah,
it does, man. It's a job.
Then you're sitting there, you got an interview with somebody, and you're sitting there, and they're not there.
Well, you got a thumbnail made all week. Yeah. People are seeing it, expecting somebody, and this and that. And then you get on and say, "Oh, sorry, they had to cancel this and that. I'm just going to sit here and talk or whatever." You know what I mean? It kind of, it's
everything out. Yeah.
You better have a big channel. You better have a good channel. You better know a lot of people or have good topics where people want to come on and talk about. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or you do what you want, people. I'm not talking to you, John. I'm talking about anybody else.
I know.
I'm just talking. In my mind, I would need a big channel and big enough topics to where people are, they're interested in it and they want to come on and talk about that, to that experience or to that,
No, I get you.
And I would be okay interviewing people like that or talking to people, or not just interviews, just talking to somebody like that, having them on. But I'm not at that level. You know what I mean? I'm not at that level. And
not at any level.
I'm at level of talking. I can write down questions. I can go through and category things, and so on any topic I can ask questions.
I'm better
at
interviewing somebody than being on here just talking. I'm better at just asking somebody questions and let them talk than me talk.
I can tell. No, I'm just teasing. but
I'm good with. I'm good with that. I could do that. That's what I like to do. I'd like to just interview people and let them talk. Take questions from the chat. You know what I mean? Let them talk.
Well, I mean, Mom always said I had a gift. Ever since I was a kid, I was never shy. I was never shy. I could talk.
The gift of gab.
I could talk. Even when I was like 2, I was talking early anyways. But, when I was 2, I was carrying conversation. And, like, I don't know where it comes from. It just stems out of there's so much shit in my brain that wants to come out. It's like a computer system of knowledge, and I can't get it out because I'm so smart. No, I'm just teasing. I'm just fucking teasing. That's the ego shit coming out. Okay, let me get my muck boots on because it's getting deep. No, seriously, like Sterling. I don't know that guy real well.
Right there, man. I always prepare for you, man.
I have to admit, I got my Indy Ridge on. Like Sterling, I don't know him that well. He seems like a pretty good guy. I've never been on his channel or none of that, but if he ever asked me to, I would be I wouldn't come in and take over and talk so much. I would, if he wanted to, and I'm not saying interview me because I'm nobody. Don't interview me, you know what I mean? But, just hang out and talk. I can, me, I can talk, I can be quiet, especially if we have a decent topic.
Say that again. You can be what?
I can be quiet. If we have a good topic and we, like me, you and your brother and stuff, we can let each other speak. I can sit and listen. I enjoy that. I enjoy stuff like that.
We got to do a show together.
Yeah.
Boy, we got to do a show together at some point.
I'm just waiting for you guys to get over your illness. So.
Yeah, he's pretty much over his, and I'm on my last leg of it. Thank God. I hope.
Well, you sound 10 times better than you did 2 days ago anyway, so.
Yeah,
but I mean, seriously, like, I wouldn't care to, I mean, I like to hang out on other live streams and stuff, I do, but there's just times that I'm a topic guy. Or at least a conversation. I like to have something to go on. You know what I mean? I don't want to just get on there and say, okay, hey.
And just, yeah.
Hey, hey. I'm sorry, that's not me. Yeah, it's cool. I can hang out. We can talk different stuff, family and stuff like that. Like we're sitting around the fire, And that's cool. No, nothing wrong with that at all. But for me personally, I like subject matter. I like it ain't necessarily got to be aliens or this or that topic. I'm saying I like subject matters. I like to talk shop.
You want to start your live stream?
Well, it strengthens my brain as when I talk. It helps me.
I like to start out with a topic most of the time, except like on these early morning ones. Who's got the brain to do it? But I mean, if you're doing like a live, it's good to start out with a topic, and it could go from there, from whatever it leads into. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like on the rabbit hole tomorrow night, we're going to be talking about AI, so it might turn into other things. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But I'll be sending you a link for that, so just there. But anyway,
well, I mean, I have a lot of anxiety and nervous tics, but when I talk, it seems like especially on subject, different things like that, it helps me get my anxiety like out. You know what I mean? It's like a therapy of me. And a lot of people are like, hey, he talks for, yeah, but I know that. I admit it. I do, but it helps me when I can talk because it's therapy. It helps that anxiety go away. If not, if I'm sitting here, my anxiety's like, I'm shaky, I'm out of the roof. I need to get it out. I'm not on medication for it. I used to be, and it put me in a different place, and I didn't like it. So I felt that, where I've been like this my whole life, the way I talk and all this, the only thing I ever felt that helps is really just communicating with people, networking or talking. And I don't know, it seems to help for a while, for the day, some part of the day, like I'll get off here and, I'll fix me a bite to eat or something and go in the living room and stuff. And then within an hour, I'll be just at it again. I'll be like ready to, you know what I mean? It's just my anxiety, my nerve tick and stuff. It's like, damn,
Right.
I need that again. I can't just sit like this. I can't be, even if I'm out somewhere, it's like I need to get it out because I get my anxiety and stuff.
Man.
And that's just part of my brain. I don't understand. And
well,
I don't want medication. Yeah.
We got 2 people that left, and plus the wife will be here any minute, so we're going to get off here. And
better turn the whole system off so she don't see it. Cool it off. Cool your laptop off so she don't feel it hot. Say, yeah, you've been on it, ain't you? No.
It's warm.
Yeah.
You'll come and sit in my chair and say, yeah, you've been sitting here.
Who eat my porridge?
No, she really honestly, she don't really say anything. It's just her mannerisms and knowing that I'm not showing her respect by sitting here while she's making graphics and
exactly.
And I got to show that back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I'd be in there with her in the kitchen talking, or at least sitting there talking to her while she's cooking and, flirting with her.
Live and let her bring me my breakfast.
And you're ignoring her and completely like.
Yeah, I'm started thinking about that. I said, I'm sitting here eating my food while people on the live. I said, that's not good.
Well, you know what she's thinking? Son of a bitch. No. She's sitting there thinking, I mean, she hands you your food and goes like I'm not saying your wife. I'm saying most women probably think, what the hell am I doing this for? You know what I mean?
Right, exactly.
I mean, really, like, why do I keep doing this? If he's just going to sit here and do this, why would I keep doing this? Truthfully, I would. If I came in and my wife was sitting there and I fixed her and she didn't acknowledge me or none of that shit, I'm like, wait a minute. What the hell am I cooking or why am I doing this? You don't even say hi, kiss my ass or anything, I
better go, man.
All right, buddy. Be good. I'll holler at you in a little bit.
Yeah, holler at me later, man.
All right.
See you, everybody. Thanks for coming in.
Peace out.
Peace out.